Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Sim Shack, and of course welcome back to me. I am Sim UK, and my god, have things changed. Things have changed astronomically. Look in the top right hand corner, you can see that we're 7,477 in debt. It's just turned February, and the reason for that is a new mod. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it gives you a more realistic loan system. So we now have a £500,000 loan with 3.5% interest, requiring me to pay $14,872 per month. We've just paid our first amount, so we've got 35 months remaining. Our debt is now 486,586. Tony is in the same boat, but he is in a better financial position than me. But he and I were just looking through, because there's a lot of mods, so some of which we don't know about. But the price of a big cow, like a big sow, was in the region of 900 quid. That's gone down to 527. Now, it looks like some of my cows have gone up in value, but Tony's got some of the meat selling ones and they've gone down in value. And the lambs have also gone down in value. I've got some sheep here, 8 months old, worth 144. Some of these were worth 500 quid yesterday. But the flip side of this is that in real life, a pig can have like 12, 15, 16 different piglets easy. So if we go and look in our little pig barn, we had 6 pigs last month, but we're about to give birth, and now we have flipping hundreds of piglets, and they are piglets, look. Farm Sim 22, we have got proper piglets running around. This is so much better, so much more realistic, and so much more enjoyable than what it was in default settings. But so the problem is we're getting half as much for a pig, cow or sheep, but we're giving birth to a lot more. I've gone from 6 to 45. Actually, I think I had 9, didn't I? I've gone from 9 to 45 pigs in the space of 1 month. Now, you'll notice I can only see 1 cow, but it says count 2. So that 1 cow that 1 pig represents 2 pigs that are 19 months old. It gets a bit confusing. I don't know why it's done that way. I guess it's to keep down the number of mods. But here's another 3. So this is actually representing 3 piglets, 3 pigs, and then we've got all the little piglets that are running around. We have got loads, absolutely tons. Now I've got to find 15 grand a month, and I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. I think possibly if these pigs grow fast enough, they might just be able to keep us afloat, because pigs give birth every 4 months or something. So that's potentially 3 or 4 litters of piglets a year. Now, the flip side of that, of course, is you can only put so many pigs, cows, sheep into one barn. So it's going to be difficult to manage and keep on top of how many pigs you've got and how many you've got coming and so on and so forth. There's no guarantee that your piglets are going to give birth. And on the flip side, should I not pay attention to my animals and their health goes down to 0, they will instantly die. So I do have to pay more attention to my animals than I ever did before. But I think it's going to bring about a lot more benefits. So I've been testing these apple tree mods as well to figure out which one is most realistic. This one is definitely cheaper, so it earns you a lot more money a lot quicker, but they produce exactly the same number of apples at the same time. Now you may be wondering, how on earth are you picking up those apples? Well, one of the mods that the guys wanted me to put in was the lumberjack mod. So the lumberjack mod, unfortunately, comes with a side ability of, I forget what it's called, super strength or something like that. So whilst I've removed the super strength button, it still exists in the game, but It does allow you to adjust what your super strength maximum is and what your super strength minimum is, and it allows you to change, you know, whether or not you can pick up a pallet of apples or whatever. So this pallet of apples, 304 litres. I don't know how much that weighs. 200 kilograms. I could easily pick up 200 kilograms when I was, you know, in my prime. That would not have been a problem. I could have lifted that and shifted that around super easy. So we're going to make some adjustments to the game to allow things like that to occur so that it's more realistic. You'll notice as well we've got lots of sugar. Now, sugar isn't worth a lot of money, so it's not that exciting, but we are churning out quite a lot of sugar. Although we're very nearly at the end of the sugar cane that I put into this building. We only put in 2 truckloads, but we got quite a lot of sugar out from it. Each one of these is 1,000 litres. Now I can't lift these because these are 1,000 litres. So that's far too heavy for one person to lift, so I can't lift those. So that will remain intact. That'll still be a thing. So much to tell you, so many things to tell you. There are changes to headlights on tractors. I mean, most of this you'll have seen in the previous video when me and Spike were going around and we were sort of testing out the mods and trying to work out what everything did. So if you haven't seen that, go see that. That shows you everything. But the key thing is that my tractor, which I've been driving around with 0 or 100% damage on it. Actually, if I get out, I think it tells you, doesn't it? Yeah. So at the moment, my damage is only 1%. That's surprising. That really is surprising. So, maybe Rum has a point there. I'll have to check on this. But anyway, my tractor, Spike lent me 5 grand, actually lent me 10 grand, so I could get my tractor fixed last night so we could test out this mod and see if it's working and whatnot. So I really got to start paying attention to looking after my tractor and stuff, because as the tractor gets more and more damaged, it will start having problems. So it won't start, or the engine will cut out randomly, all that kind of good stuff. And there's some other mods that I'm going to add in as well that will make the smoke that's coming out the top of the tractor get blacker and dirtier and noisier the more damage the tractor gets. So I really have to look after my tractor now, because I have no money and I've got to pay $14,000 a month. I don't know if I can do it. It's really that difficult right now, especially with the price of all the sheep and the cows and the pigs being halved. Yes, I've just gone from 9 pigs to 45 pigs, but they're tiny. They're tiny little piglets. I've got to fatten them up before they're worth any money at all, and then they'll only be worth half as much. So I'm going to have to sell... so whereas I could have sold 1 pig for about 1,000, I'm now going to have to sell 2 pigs to get 1,000. But then, you know, they're giving birth to like 6 or 12 piglets at a time, or whatever it is. Totally random. Don't know how many you're going to get. It's a lot to say, isn't there? So, at the moment, it is a good time to sell apples. And we've got some apples, so I'm going to have to shift them. That's only going to give me 2 or 3 grand, not a lot. But it's a bit towards my debt. And I need to get rid of the sugar. This is the thing that really needs to happen. I was going to keep the sugar and trying to turn it into chocolate, but that's not going to work. So, because I haven't got any money. So I've just got to try and survive. We're in February now. I've got to survive March, April, May, and get to June so I can sell it. So I need to get, well, let's see, 15, 30. So I need to make 60 to 75,000 between there and there. No idea how I'm going to do that. It's going to have to be, I'm going to have to sell some animals. I'm going to have to sell some apples. Maybe I'm going to have to sell some vehicles and equipment. I don't know. It's going to be difficult. Really is going to be very, very tricky indeed. But I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to try and make it work.
No.
As best I can. So, let me start by going and getting some apples out. The guys have said that I can borrow their equipment, so I'll be able to mow the grass and get some silage. The price of silage doesn't appear to have gone down, so that should still be about 30 grand, which is 2 months interest payments on the bank. It's tough. Really, really tough now. Right. So I don't want to use the tractor any more than I have to, because if it breaks down, I can't afford to repair it. 4 apples. Now, annoyingly, they've stacked individually like that. I did put a mod in that gets them to stack on top of each other, but it doesn't seem to have worked there. Maybe it only works on stuff that comes out of the shop, I don't know. Let's get... Hopefully, let's get this up and running. So yeah, furthermore, in amongst all of the mods that I uploaded, one of the mods was to fix people in first-person view in the cockpit. Now, I don't know if you saw the video that Spike and I did last night, but we were chatting about it, and it wasn't... There was nothing serious said about the mod being a first-person mod or anything. I never, ever suggested I was going to force people to use it. I just put it on there along with 100 other mods. I just wanted people to give it a try and see what they like and see what they don't like. And if they didn't like first-person view, then, you know, we'd take it off. It wasn't a problem. It was never going to be a problem. But for some reason, Spike took real umbrage to it and kind of incited a riot almost, told everybody that I was going to force them to use first-person view, which was never the case. And anyway, I called him out on it, and rather than, you know, taking it on the chin and saying, yeah, I did say that, but I didn't really mean it like that, or whatever, he just decided to leave the server, and his wife said that I was bullying him, which isn't true, and I think he needs to grow up a little bit if that's how he feels. I know what bullies are. I've beaten the shit out of enough bullies in my life.
You ain't using any of that shit about that Cybertruck that blew up in front of you.
And yeah, I can assure you there's no bullying going on.
I've never seen any.
Right, now I've got a problem here.
I've seen a couple of clips.
I can't sell my apples here, can I?
Apparently it was a soldier that did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've got a problem.
When was that?
Did they?
I didn't know that. I was talking to a closed mic. Fucking hell.
Tesla Cybertruck driver believed to have taken his own life. So what happened, like, but did they just fucking drive in front of the building and blow it up?
I'm not sure. I mean, some reports said he killed himself before he blew it up. That the car was loaded with fireworks and like petrol bombs.
So I'm going to have to wade in on this conversation because I saw it earlier, so bear with me. I watched quite a lot on this actually, guys. From what I've heard, he was a soldier, and the reason why he used the Tesla was because he was trying to send a message to yeah, trying to send a message to Musk. But what I've heard is that because the what's the name of that car?
The Cybertruck.
That's it. Because the Cybertruck is designed to be almost completely indestructible, when the bomb went off, it contained the explosion inside the car.
Can you think he would have fucking put it that himself though?
I know. I don't think he's all there, is he? He's not anymore. He's all over the place.
Yeah, it's like supposed to take up to like a 50 cal round or something like that.
No, it can stop 9 mil.
Can it? I thought it.
Yeah.
Did they not say it should be able to Like,
no, 9mm is the biggest round it can stop.
is it? Because
Yeah.
fucking remember, Joe Rogan fucking used his compound bow against it, like. It just scratched it and that was it. Fucking tiny wee ding.
Crazy, isn't it?
Aye. And that thing will be putting out about the same amount of power as a fucking pistol, if not more than what a pistol would do.
Oh no! How do you get into Rum's farm? Is it completely locked down?
Aye. But that's the thing though, right? He's cut away that wee bit of fence. Thinking, right, I've taken that one fence panel away, I'll get in there now. No kenning that the fact that I've not got farm permission on his, so I'll not be able to like, open doors or anything like that, which means I'll not be able to get into his fucking gate. Wait, a
Let's see
trailer
if
or
I've got.
anything.
Is he put a fence all the way around, is he?
Aye. Right up
Yeah.
the two property lines.
Blimey O'Reilly. It's not very neighbourly, is it?
I was going to put a fucking a cow barn just right directly behind my sheep barns. And because
Yeah.
I put the fence up now, I can't do it. It's like it's just far too tight now. It's just kind of bugging me a wee bit.
This server just gets more realistic every week. It's crazy. Having disputes with your neighbours now.
Yeah.
We used to get along fine, and then he put this fence in, and now I can't get into my garage. It's like, you see this kind of stuff on Judge Judy and all that, don't you?
Raging last night, like you should have seen me. I was running in that field, I was flashing my torch, like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm not getting my fucking trailer in here or anything. I was like, come on. I was like, common sense with the fucking. You would have seen the door. It says, oh, I better just leave a wee touch a gap there enough for a trailer or something. But, no.
I'm going to have to sell my apples at one of Rum's selling points, which is a bit concerning. I don't know how it works.
Because if he's got his gate shut, you'll not fucking get into it.
No, because the farm part of his farm is open. It's just that top end that they've turned into a holiday home or something. I don't know what it is.
Right. Aye, because now I'm fucked. I can't turn round in at my sheep pasture anymore.
No, you have to tell him. You have to tell him you can't get in.
It's a bit shit, like.
Left in the bench.
See, even if it was just to put it in, like, hey, the fence coming in, maybe like, say, 3-4 feet or something like that, and going up a wee bit, and then it coming back out to the property line. So it would just leave me a wee bit of room there, just enough to turn round or something, then it would be perfect. But
Yeah, I can see how that conversation went.
Well,
He must have said to Charlotte, "That's my property up to that line. Anything over there you can't build." And she went, "Righto."
right.
Built right up to the line.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, it takes a while to sell apples. Flipping hell. Why does that take so long?
That hole's past. Let's test it out. We've been on it yet.
Have you tried that yet, Tony?
No, I've just literally downloaded it.
It's bloody good fun. I played it very, very, very early alpha and it was fun then. It's probably going to be even better now.
This is it. No, get bash. This has got to be a game that I'm not going to be able to use controller, it'll just be strictly keyboard and mouse, I think.
I think I used a controller.
Did you?
I think so. Come on. They're wrong.
Got a bit of skin, but I've taken off a bit too much.
Oh, it's a bit wonky. Oh, oh. Are they rotating?
Orders. Alrighty. I'll turn my mic off so I can talk to you guys without annoying those guys whilst they're doing whatever they're doing. So we've got 3 loads of apples here. I'm going to shift them. That's not going to clear our debt, obviously. And we had a rule before where you got to clear your debt by the end of the month. So I'm in no rush. When I say debt, I don't mean the loan. I mean, I've got to be out of negative money. So I've got until then to sort of figure out something. And we'll probably allow a bit of grace to both Tony and myself, because nobody knew that this mod was going to change the way in which the loan was
implemented quite so much. So, oh, it's over there. So yeah, and also we didn't know that the price of our cows and pigs and everything was going to drop by 50%. So we got a bit of a duff call there. But we'll see how Tony gets on. Tony's got a lot more cows and pigs and stuff than I have, so he's probably going to be all right. But I'm definitely struggling. So yeah, if I didn't fully, I don't know if I fully said it or not. Anyway, Spike has officially left the Discord server. Whether or not he's coming back is entirely up to him, but I don't think it's going to happen. We'll leave his farm as is and all his stuff and equipment where it is. We'll give him a bit of time. I mean, if he doesn't want to come back, he doesn't want to join in, that's up to him, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame to lose anybody. He's taken with him his wife, obviously, you might expect that, and his mate Keith. So the three of them have left the Discord server, and all in defiance of me, apparently, and accusing me of bullying Spike, which is not the case. I just called him out. He was inciting a riot, and I basically said, you know, I don't know why he's done that, because at no point did I say I was going to force people to use first-person camera. It's just a mod that was added along with 100 other mods. And, you know, we've been running the server for quite a few months now, and any time any sort of big decision has to be made about what is and what isn't allowed, we always discuss it between us, and we always come to an agreement that everyone's happy with. Or, you know, the majority are happy with, I suppose. So I've no idea why he reacted the way he did. And, you know, like I say, yesterday, you can watch the video. Yesterday, he was laughing about having a giggle on the server, and it was no big issue. So I don't know what changed overnight. But, yeah, I'll be honest with you. Whilst he's entirely welcome to come back, it's most definitely going to infringe on our relationship, because I don't feel like I can trust him anymore. It's like a trouble starter. So I don't need that crap in my life, to be honest. I don't think anyone else does. We were all having a lovely time. It's like a mountain out of a molehill, and I just think it's totally unnecessary. If he comes back and apologises, we're all good. But it'll never quite be the same. But, you know, that is life, innit? Happens all the time, these kind of things. Sometimes you can't do anything about it, sometimes you can. But it's never nice. It's never nice. But, yeah, no sour grapes. Like I say, I just called him out. And, well, some people can't take criticism, can they? They get all uppity about it. Some people think they're beyond reproach. They're allowed to say and do whatever they like and get away with it. Well, I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. If I'm in the wrong, call me out. And if I'm proven to be in the wrong, or I agree with you that I'm in the wrong, then I'll apologise my arse off. And I'll even make efforts never to be, you know, make the same mistake again. But some people are not like that, and they just cannot cope with criticism of any kind.
What game is that you're playing?
Can't remember the name of it. Mike, what's the name of that called again?
It's called... Oh, you're playing Hold Fast Nations right now.
Hold Fast Nations. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a great little game. Really fun. You'll find some servers have got people, like really good commanders, and they get like 30 or 40 people in a line and doing everything officially, and it's just really cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a great game. Does that include Over the Top as well?
I think so, I don't know.
Over the Top is a World War I version of this same game, and that's also fantastic.
I want to try, actually, the World War I.
Yeah. I had me, Spike, and I can't remember who else it was. I'm sure there was 3 of us. Went and had a go on that, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
If you're interested, I'll see if I can get some keys, because the developers are really nice guys, and if they've got keys available, I'm sure they won't mind sharing them out.
Maybe
Oh,
we
you were
can
lucky
together.
then. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I've got to shift this sugar. Right.
Well, pick it up and move it.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy.
Yeah. Super strength.
Right. Let's get the sugar chucked away. I don't know if there's any point in selling the sugar. I'm gonna look at the prices. I mean, if it's the difference of a couple of quid, then maybe I'll sell it.
Well, give me a fucking machine gun.
We're not going to have an awful
Yeah.
lot of money, no matter what I do.
Gatling gun.
So we just have to
The one that they
play it by
use
ear,
in, Predator.
month to month. Hope for the best, really. Where's my weight? I need my weight.
More when everything done.
So when the silage starts again, January, February, I think March. I'll have a look in a second. We're going to be in desperate need of that, like really bad. Bugger. That's not what I meant to do. Why can't I get this? Damn it. You know why I can't get it? I think... Oh, God, no, this would be bad. Possibly, I've parked it too far underneath the bench. It doesn't look too far. Okay, so let me explain this to you. So when the weight is on the back of the tractor, it sits lower. Oh, it's because it's manual attach, you pillock. That's why. That's why. Idiots. I thought the suspension had been compressed and it wouldn't reach, but I forgot we got manual attach now. Right, okay. So drive forward a little bit, and then I'll raise it up. Good. Right, we're off and running. That's another one of the mods, manual attach. I love that mod. It's one of the most immersive mods ever. But Tony's got a weird bug on his system where the manual attach just doesn't work on his controller. It works perfectly fine on his keyboard, and it works perfectly fine on my controller, but his controller, well, for some reason, and I'll be honest, I haven't quite figured it out yet, will not bloody do it. It's like the option to do it comes up, but when he presses, for example, A, it doesn't actually do it, which is quite irritating for him and frustrating for me. So hopefully we're going to find a solution to that. See, look, I'm in the pallet, but it doesn't... Oh, it does tell me. I couldn't see the sugar for the numbers. Now, one of the other mods I've put on are shadows. The shadow mod, and I think it makes a huge difference. Now, unfortunately, where I am right now with the sugar, there's no shadows because the sun is not positioned in a way that makes that... Oh, Christ, what did I do there? That was accidental. So anyway, when I was picking up the apples earlier, it was easier to see where the pallet was because I could see the shadow. But here, because we're in the shadow, there's no shadow, so it's not helping me as much. It's not helping me at all. But yeah, it's a really good mod. And again, you know, this is why I get so frustrated with Giants. It's like it shouldn't be a mod to have proper shades and shadows and lighting and stuff. That should be a core game feature, and they are responsible for putting that in the game, and they haven't done anything like that. There are so many bug fixes and issues that they could fix, and they haven't done any of them. One of the key things for me is a search bar in the keybinds area. When you're trying to find or change a keybind for something, you don't want to have to search through those hundreds of keybinds. You just want to be able to type in there manual attach and go straight to the manual attach page. Or better still, separate them into tabs. Like every new mod that has its own controller input system, just give it a fresh page. It's just simple, basic quality of life things. Now I have seen, actually, earlier on today, I can't seem to get rid of this. I have seen earlier today a YouTube video that claims to have 5 quality of life mod improvements. So my fingers are crossed that maybe that will be one of them. But I don't know, because I've not watched the video yet and I've not seen it. But I watched a couple of videos last night, and there's a couple of extra mods that I desperately want to add to the server. Mostly visual, but some of them are a bit more impactful than that. But yeah, I mean, there's still improvements I think we could put on the server. But just the mods that I added last night, such an enormous change to the game. It's incredible how much the game has changed with the mods I put on already. So I mean, oh Christ. So I'm really happy with the mod changes I've made. The server feels more realistic, more challenging, definitely. And I'm not really after challenging, I'm just after realistic. And I think we've achieved that.
Back in a bit.
Right, okay.
So I just want to continue in the same vein and keep improving things and making more realistic mods, and whilst at the same time keeping the game fun and interesting for the guys. And not too hard. I mean, me and Tony are going to struggle like Billio.
At least then it'll make her tired later on.
Crap, look at this. God, I hate the physics in this game sometimes. Right, spikes down. Not quite down enough. So look, why is that top pallet moving around like that? There's no reason for it. These are the things I think Giants should be fixing, is the physics of the vehicles, the physics of the pallets, the physics of the trees. They're all still bloody all over the place. It's just horrific. And to just ignore these problems, these reoccurring problems, and charge everyone 50, 60 quid for the basically the same game with I thought we were doing some bouncing then. Yeah, basically the same game as Farm Sim 22 with all the same problems. Just seems off to me. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it at all. Right. So one of the things I'm going to have to do once I've cleared this £6,000 debt, God only knows how I'm going to do that actually, is to buy a toolbox. So if my tractor ever breaks down again, I can at least try and get it up and running. Ah, balls. There we go.
For loading in that for him, that was quite nice.
Did you enjoy that, mate?
That was alright.
It's a good little game, isn't it?
Alright. It was more the World War II, World War One section I think they want to get to.
Yeah. Have a look, see if it's on the same... So I'm sure that's what they said they were sending me.
Right. I'll have a look at the setting, but I'll get the finishes. But I'll look at cut me into.
The World War One thing has got tanks in it. You know, the First World War tank style things. They're really cool. They look great, they sound great.
Oh, do you actually get to use them?
Yeah. You can. I think you can have 8 people in them, or 4 people in them, something like that.
I could get into that. Because I like...
Yeah.
Again, one game I would have liked quite a few used to get is Squad 44. Was it Squad 44? I think it was.
I've got Squad 44.
It used to be Postscriptum.
Oh yeah, I've got that. Yeah.
That would be a wicked game to get a few folk playing on.
What? Oh, by the way,
See the tank shell shots in that.
Hell Let Loose is free today for anyone who hasn't got it.
Is it? Ooh. What's that one like? Steam?
Oh, it's amazing.
No, I've played it before, but I mean, what's it on? Is it on Steam like?
Oh, let me look.
Or is it?
It's probably on Epic Games, I think.
Right. I don't think I've got Epic. I haven't.
It's free to sign up, and then you just get a free game. I mean, even if you never play it, that sounds like a pretty damn good deal to me. Let me just check here. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hell Let Loose is on Epic Games. So you just need to create a... That's a 50 quid game they're giving away for free. That's really amazing. And it's one of the best World War II games I've ever seen as well.
Oh. I don't know. I quite like... There was things I liked more about Proscriptum than I did about Hell Let Loose. But there was things that I liked in Hell Let Loose that I didn't like.
When's the last time you played Hell Let Loose?
A wee while ago.
I think you should look at it again.
No.
It's
Put
it this way: if you get hit by a bombardment, you'll probably duck in real life. It's that immersive. It just really gets you.
That's what I liked about, see with Postscriptum, see when I would be in the tanks and that, right, and then you hear the tank shell whizzing past, it sounds like a real fucking tank shell. It's like, kind of like the shots that were in Fury, that
Yeah.
whiz past, it's got that sound to it.
Do you know, I played Postscriptum. I never once felt immersed in it. It always felt clunky and...
you need to try it now. The last time I tried it, it was pretty good.
When was that? I haven't played it in a while, I have to
It
admit.
was a wee while, but it was a lot better than it was before. There was a lot more players and stuff like that, it felt more busier and things there. But see the tank shells in that fucking thing, oh, It was so good. I loved being the gunner on it. Right. Oh, right, minimize Steam.
I've got to find some more stuff to sell.
Epic keys or something? No.
Epic Games.
Why is there no internet symbol?
Just if you just Google Epic Games, it should point you in the direction of. There it is. There.
Epic Games. That one.
Yeah. Just create a profile, download it, and away you go.
Actually got a profile.
There's some pretty good deals on there as well sometimes, like discounts and stuff.
You got Turmoil next.
Hmm?
The next game's Turmoil. Next
Oh, is that the
one.
digging one?
Yeah, you kind of put pipes down and you dig up oil. I think I've already got it though.
Yeah. There's a new one of that just come out, I think. Turmoil 2. Or Turmoil Deeper Underground or something like that.
Deeper Underground.
I think they sent me a copy to review and I just haven't got around to it.
Oh yeah, it's a DLC, yeah.
I was at DLC.
Can you link it through fucking Steam?
No.
You can. No, there is a link. Yeah.
You can add it as a non-Steam game, but you won't be able to get trophy or achievements.
No.
Yeah, Deeper Underground is a DLC for Turmoil.
Oh, it is called Deep Underground.
Yeah. And the other one's The Heat Is On.
That sounds like you're getting close to the core.
Yeah, by the looks of it, you have the chance of hitting lava deposits. Obviously ruins your pipes. Haven't got those though.
Tony, can I borrow your milk copper? Cheers, mate.
Steam sales finished. Shit.
Has it finished today?
Yeah, 6 PM.
I had one game in my cart I was umming and ahhing over. I guess that deal is gone.
Did it update Football Manager?
Did you say Football Manager?
Yeah, I got it on Epic when it was free.
I didn't think you liked football.
I don't, but it's a free game.
Fair play.
To be fair, I used to play FIFA when I was younger.
Okay, so you know football then?
Yeah, I'm just not big into it.
No, Football Manager's pretty time consuming.
I used to follow football when bloody Michael Owen was in about, I don't know, Arsene Wenger was bloody manager.
Yeah.
So
The
15, 20 years.
late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
That's a while back. Back when Manchester United won everything,
Yeah.
pretty much.
And Liverpool
Played it.
occasionally.
And Arsenal occasionally as well during that period.
Yeah, I think they were the top three at the time.
Back when Chelsea were worth nothing and Man City were one of the worst teams in the Premier League. That is going back a while. Right. So I could shift the sugar and take a loss. I could shift the wool and take a loss, but the wool is going to be worth so much more next month. It just doesn't make any sense to sell it now. I mean, I could wait until the end of next month, sell it, and pretty much clear this month and next month's interest fees. So, I mean, it just makes so much more sense to do that. You can see there's another 2.5 bales here, or 2.25 bales. So, I can't justify doing it now. I'm going to have to be in debt and then sell all of that and clear my debt next month. I mean, as long as you know, arrange with the bank that you're going to do that, I suppose it would be fine. I could shift some cows, because some of these are worth some proper money. They're 20% reproduction. They're still in puberty. They've got no reproduction. So I could sell these 5 and clear my debt, and obviously have less milk coming in. But the thing is, I mean, I can't have more than 25 cows in there anyway, so I'm going to have to sell some cows in order to, you know, have more cows birth, so to speak. I know what I'm thinking in my head, it just won't come out of my mouth properly. Christ, that was close. Right, I'm going to head over to Tony's, I'm going to grab his hopper, I'm going to sell my milk. That should clear our debt for this month. Crikey, that was aggressive. Have I not got lights on? I've got to figure out how to get to Tony's without driving over his field as well. I think I'm going to have to go round the side here. There's a rock there. It's starting to turn into a little city, or not a city, a little village. You know, there are certain routes you can't take. Oh, we used to be able to go over that hill, but we can't anymore because Rum's built a fence. I love that about this server. It seems to be evolving and becoming like a real place, so to speak. Excuse me. Oh, man. Whoa! Wasn't expecting that. Rum's put a fence all the way down there. Let's go see where Tony can't get into. I think he's on about this bit. Perhaps. I don't know. Where can he not get into? Oh, there. Oh, because the thing is slightly off his land. Yeah, but he still can't get in there, Rum. He's still physically... Oh, I suppose he can. That's not too bad. It's doable. They'll have to negotiate that between themselves. It's kind of funny that Rum's... That must have cost him quite a few pennies as well to build all of that. Actually, Rum was saying earlier on, because he's bought the next field down, so he's obviously looking to extend. Oh my God, has he built it all the way down to the end? Wow. Okay. It really is turning into a... Oh my God. Tony, I've just seen how much flipping fence he's put on his farm. Gee whiz.
Yeah, he's gone for a cigarette, mate.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Yeah, Rum has literally... He's literally put a fence all the way around his farm and blocked you off almost entirely from getting... That's mad.
It's a fair enough. I've got to go down to the bottom of my field. That's how I just ruined my fucking grass there, mate. It just
Why has he
broke
done
in
that?
with that tractor.
I mean, it looks pretty cool, but this is this is definitely what causes conflicts with your neighbours, is this kind of thing. I've had to drive like an extra 5 miles just to get to Tony's place to try and grab his milker.
I've had to drive like going through my grass to get to the bottom of my field to get out.
You know what he's trying to do, mate? He's trying to hem you in, so you've got to pay money to get anywhere.
Fuck all. Blow it up.
You're going to have to buy the land next to him as quick as you can and repay the favour.
I need to get a fucking... My lawn's basically still maxed out, eh? So... I'm got to be fucked for another year or two, like.
Oh no, I've still got...
I am basically fenced in because I've got Irwin on one side of me that's not doing fuck all with his side, and then I've got Rum on the other side which is just like blow right past me.
I forget what the button is. Lower.
No.
Yeah, I was just looking at it and I was saying, oh, that's not too bad. That's not the worst thing in the world. And then I tried to drive around it and it just went on and on and on. I was like, oh my God. That's a serious bit of fence. Right, hoses on. That should release the brakes, and away we go. So I've got to try and not destroy his grass as much as possible, which is really difficult because multiple reasons. My God, there's all sorts of tree carnage going on over here. There's a flipping tree log there. I could go sell that for £1,000. Struggling to get up this hill. There's a serious hill. I have a very old tractor. So yeah, down here, this is Spike and Keith's farm. Right next to Ash and Ian. But I don't suspect they'll be back to finish it off. But we'll leave their stuff there until such time as we decide enough is enough. You never know. It's annoying because, you know, they did all that work and got all that far, and then just to throw it away over God knows what.
Should be hell let loose.
Bad attitude, pride, I don't know what it was. I don't really care either, to be honest.
Oh, is that just awful?
I don't suffer fools lightly. I'm a very forgiving person, but my God, do I get pissed off when people are rude. And I felt that was incredibly rude.
I don't normally reveal them, I don't think.
Okay.
Right, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, draw should have been a couple of minutes through them. No, baby. Yes.
I'll try and figure out how to do this now. It's been a while. I think I have to jump out, jump in. There we go. So nearly filled it. Not quite, but nearly. And I shouldn't take shortcuts across this field, but nobody owns it, so who cares? I'm thinking that'd be a nice field for me to buy, actually. Right next to the shop. Nobody's going to put a fence around it and block me off from getting to the shop. That's kind of funny what Rum's done, but at the same time it's kind of annoying. I would find that quite irritating, I have to admit. They need to have a chat, them two, and discuss what... I mean, at one point they were talking about putting a road through Rum's orchard so that they could both get to the road easier, but it's obviously not going to happen. Right, come on, get me out of debt. We're almost there. 50%. Oh, maybe not. Are we going to do it? Just out of debt. 436 in credit. Goodness me. The toolbox I want to buy to fix my tractor, that's 750 quid. So we've got some real problems then. In addition to all the problems, the apple orchards that I've got there. Now, to be fair, I should get my money back off that, which is 20 grand, because I was just doing it as a test to see which one was most realistic or most profitable. And I think I've done that. I think I've proven that. So I might give myself the 20 grand back, which is what I was going to do originally, and get rid of the 2 orchards. Because the thing is, you can't sell apples or apple juice at the shop. You have to have a sale point for it. Oh, I've got to take this back to Tony. You've got to have a sale point for it. And Rum is in the process of demolishing his apple empire, or apple juice empire. So I wouldn't be able to sell any more apples at his place anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the 2 apple orchards. Annoyingly, that means I'm going to lose some grass. But in my defence, I was a little bit tipsy when I put those in. It was one of those slightly drunken moments where you go, right, I'll find out once and for all how profitable this is. Which I did. And now promptly regret it. So that's where the old racetrack was, the original racetrack. But Spike didn't like that, so I moved it. Be a right pain in the arse in that Spike, lad, I tell you. Look at that, there's a whole flipping tree there. That's worth a couple of grand. Oh my god, I'm on, oh my god. Sorry, mate. I got a little bit distracted about where I was going then. I'm going to have to drive across his ground. There's no way to get...
Oh, Chris, you're hitting buttons. You're hitting buttons. Yeah, you play the PC removed. There
we go.
What? What is it?
Oh god, that's tight. Right, so Z, Q. Perfect.
Yeah, you want that dum-dum. Yum yum.
So yeah, okay, we've just about, the skin of our teeth, managed to get out of debt this month. But obviously I have no money left. So anything I need to buy, like for example, I'm coming up to harvest time and I'm going to need to hire a harvester. I keep expecting the thing to come up, but it doesn't, does it? Because it's manual. Did it come up? There we go. Yeah, so at harvest time, I'm loving the shadows, by the way. I'm going to need to hire a harvester and probably not a trailer, but a harvester, which I think is about 6 grand in total. So come that month, I need to make sure I have £6,000 in the bank available to me at the beginning of the month so that I can grab that stuff and harvest it. Otherwise, you know, I'm done for, really. so much more realistic. I love it desperately. I just wish I had realised the situation I was going to be in earlier. So I think I might do what I said I was going to do. I'll take my 20,000 back that I spent on the apple orchards, and I may get some apple orchards again in the future. I may grow something different. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. What I've got to try and do is put something down that makes me some money sooner rather than later. And I've got to make sure that whatever I produce can be sold at the shop, because I've got no other way of selling it otherwise. So it's a bit of a tricky situation to be in. But I'm enjoying the challenge. I'm enjoying the stress. And I'm going to do what I can to try and make it work. But I think these apple orchards should go. And I should reclaim my 20,000. Well, actually, I'll get a little bit back off them, won't I? So I should get 7,500. So I need probably about 15 grand total. Something like that. So I've sold my apples. Obviously, I invested a lot in water, whatever that stuff's called, compost, which I found a compost mod, which has been added to the server, so I can make compost now instead of having to buy it from the shop. So that even that's more realistic. But let's shift these things. Let's have a look in here. Oh, 157,000. I wish. There was a mod on there earlier, a tractor mod for like 8,000, and I would have probably replaced my tractor with it because it looked really good, but I cocked it up. I took too long, and then it was gone before I knew it. Right, so I'll get 2,500 for that. Oh, you can rename stuff. That's cool. And you can move. Oh, that's another one of the mods. You can move stuff that you buy. You can't do that in the default game. Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, I hear you, Grumparella.
So I'm going to get 5 grand back for that one as well. I don't know where all the compost and stuff is going to go. So is it just go with it?
Downloaded already. That 22 fucking gig has rattled that out in no time.
That's pretty impressive, yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 23.1 gig out of 28.2.
I would desperately love to play Hell Let Loose with you guys. I think we'd have a great laugh on it.
Yeah.
As a squad. Fingers crossed.
Mm.
Right. So I've sold the 2 apple fields.
Swing it, how it feels, and how every game does feel different, like shooting games do feel.
So I've got 7 grand for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in to the other farm. got to remember my password now. Okay, cool. So I'm going to log in as the banker sim, because that's effectively what this is. And I will pay my other farm.
Oh. I'll need to try and get that fucking manual attached shit sorted tomorrow, like, because that'll take me long.
Yeah, I've just been testing it out. It's working good for me. I'm sure we can get it working for you. It's a great mod. I love it. It's probably one of my favourite mods. But yeah, I've never seen the problem you're having before, so...
Always heard it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
There's that. No, stop
right.
spitting it out. You're watering the thing, so keep it in your mouth. Nice football, man.
How do I do this? I don't know if I can do it now. Got promotes, bank a sim.
Yeah. Come on, woman.
So you can grant contractor rights to other farms.
Just need to get that look.
But it looks like I've lost the ability to pay money. Unless I'm being a doofus and I'm trying to do it wrong.
You got one day pops or something. I can't really get a good.
So Curry's farm is going. I could delete the farm, but I need to transfer the money of that to the bank of sim.
Ah, no, baby. Against me. Come on. Right.
It's weird. It looks like we've lost the ability to do it. I wonder if I could do it here. No. That's where you lease farmland, which I love. I mean, that gives me an ability to maybe... It's only £30 a day. Well, a day. That's quite a bit, actually. It's going to add up real fast. Oh, so I'm a little bit nervous now that we can't transfer money anymore. That ability seems to have been... removed. Unless, of course... promotes farm manager. That's what I was doing wrong. Okay, now let me try it. There we go. Transfer money to farm. So 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty much what I paid for the thingies. So I've done that. That's done.
Oh, baby,
Cool.
There, right.
So that gives me a chance at least. There's my 20 grand back. That gives me a chance at least to... I mean, that's next month's debt paid off, and I should be able to sell some wool next month as well. I did think about trying to turn wool into something a bit more profitable, but whatever I do is going to cost me like 20, 30, 40, 50 grand to do it. So it doesn't really make any sense. So my hands are tied, effectively. My hands are tied. I just have to hope that my sugarcane grows again and try and live off the money that I make harvesting grass. That's it. I mean, it's all about survival now. I could do with one of them as well, but I haven't got 15 grand available. And we're not really producing enough silage and stuff. I need my pigs to fatten up. My little piglets.
Chinese, there's Chinese.
And I have got the option of selling some cows. The sheep are worth nothing. Sheep, the price of sheep has dropped more than anything else. It's quite frightening. That's my most valuable sheep there. And I got 12 of them, and they're about...
Yeah, I got that.
So, okay, so every 3, 4... So every 7 months. So almost twice a year, they'll kick out some sheep. But, again, sheep are another animal that can give birth to like 12 at a time.
Oh, grandpa.
So I'm wondering whether to, shift some of these lambs, but they're so cheap at this age.
That's not happy,
8 months old before they become adults, but even then, I mean, that's an adult there, and that's only 183 pounds. So, yeah. And I need to get some more grass in there because they're running out very quickly. Eating 359 litres per day. So they're going to do about 30,000 litres a month. I'm going to go stick some grass in there. Started flipping snowing again. I'm going to go stick some grass in there and we'll see how we get on. Couple of those. Just takes the pressure off, knowing that they've got something to eat. Oh, that's another bloody thing as well. The cows are eating an astronomical amount of TMR. Oh, God. So I'm going to have to get some more TMR sorted out for them lot. And, you know, selling a couple of cows would help alleviate the TMR cost. But then obviously reduce the amount of milk we're producing. So it's like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
This new Subnautica comes out.
We'll see. We'll see what we can do.
You're wondering that, eh?
We can only do our best. We can only try our best. I'm giving it a bloody good try, I could tell you that much. This tractor only just fits through this door. So the fact that I'm not brilliantly lined up is not great for us. Oh, a few scratches later. There we go. So that's been consumed into the barn straight away. And what a lovely shot that is. Look at that. My favourite tractor. Out of the way, crows. Right, so I've got a little bit more grass. I think I've got some round bales, some really tiny bales. So we should have enough to keep them going all year. That shouldn't be a problem. Let's just check. Yeah, 41,000. So that's enough at least for this month. Because they're doing 359 litres a day, so 10 days would be 3,500. 30 days would be 9,000. So 18.
What used to own the
38, yeah. So we got enough there for a couple of months. That shouldn't be a problem. Definitely made life more difficult for me. How the cows doing? So yeah, their TMR rations are super low. Got some. I have got the stuff. So I could do 2 things of hay. Two things of hay, 2 things of silage, and get some TMR in the bellies of my cows. Because if it drops to, if their health drops to 0, they die. So it's really important actually that I keep on top of the food situation. So again, if I come in here, I can see they're eating 773 litres per day. So 10 days will be 7,000 odd litres of TMR. That is a lot. That's a yearly amount of 297,000 litres. That is so much. I may have to sell some cows, you know. I might physically not be able to keep them. Please be a TMR machine. There's not one in there. Gonna have to rent one. Catch-22 situation. In order to pick those bales up, I'm going to need this weight on the back, but I can't go and pick up the TMR machine with the weight on the back. So, we'll press that to drop it. Disconnect. And away we go. Let's go look. Animals. TMR machine. Lease.
Parking. Had to walk the dog.
Got to change the license plate.
Yeah, been out with Sparky.
Have fun.
It was raining. Yeah. No,
Wear a scarf.
already been. It was raining.
Get your willy warmer on.
Yeah. Shit rain.
I'm like that lassie Taylor. You know what I mean? I'd be the same. Can I pet that dog?
Walk the dog.
No.
Hang on, I wasn't paying attention then. What happened then? Why didn't that work? So we've got the you cannot have multiple license plate numbers the same thing. Does it not automatically just increase it by one?
Komm ich immer wieder bei dir an. Ja, bum, 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 an. Komm ich immer
Oh, there we go.
wieder bei dir an.
God, that's 1,500 quid. Just to loan that out. That sucks.
Automation.
What I might do is make as much TMR as I bloody can, even though I can't fit it all in, just so I don't have to rent it again later in the year. Because these cows are eating a lot of food now. I think it's the only thing I can do. Well, it's going to be a struggle to survive.
That's why I'm getting my thing fancy. Yeah, ages of it. Base engineers quite fancy getting that out short as well.
Right.
Log, washed road trains and revamped controls in Chocolate Road, Australia. Issued 2 major updates, integration with double trailers, ones completely What?
Let's get as much stuff in there as I can. Let's chew it up and chuck it out and do it again and see how many we can get done. Can I... Oh, is that wide enough to get both? Maybe just... Oh, just... Maybe not. Let's get the proper bale spike, I think. Why are they being generated so much further apart these days? I wonder if that's one of the mods. Oh, and another note. Ron is going to come and join us on the farm. And I think you're going to see a lot more collaboration between the farmers because all these mods now, look at those shadows. Oh, it makes such a huge difference. All of the mods in the game now really make a difference. And, you know, we're all struggling farmers all of a sudden. How do I disconnect that one? Ah, this is going to be annoying, isn't it? This is going to tell me that I can't... This is going to tell me I can't disconnect that thing whilst it's up high. I don't really know where you're supposed to stand to disconnect that. I've got a feeling my lovely organised tier system might not work anymore. Oh, hang on. No, that shouldn't matter, should it? Figure this out. It's been such a long time since I've used this mod, I can't really remember how it works. So I can detach that from there. How do I detach just the end? Yeah, the pallet fork. Why won't it let me disconnect the pallet fork? What am I doing wrong here? Oh. So the pallet... Oh, okay. So the... Sure, it didn't work like that before. So the pallet fork still disconnects using the old technique, which is a little bit surprising to me.
Be right back.
Roger. Wasn't expecting that, I will be honest. But okay, at least I can keep my gear organised, which I do like doing. Right. Bale fork should be wide enough. Yes. Lift. Pull, reverse, nice. God, this is so much more realistic than it was before. I'm just really hoping that the guys are enjoying it, or will learn to enjoy it as much as I am. Be a shame if they don't, but, you know. each to their own. Ah, I've got to keep taking the weight off. That's so infuriating. Right, okay. I'm going to go get another set of bales then.
Sparky. Let's see. Oh. Ya. Cámara clear.
Balls. Completely dropped it off the other side. Oh, it is doing it. Oh, that's interesting. It is doing it. I didn't think that machine worked unless it was connected to a PTO, so I'm a little bit surprised that it's mixing the stuff together, but okay. Makes my life that little bit easier, I guess. That's cool. We're going to get a decent amount out of that.
Age of Water, I was quite... No, was it that again? Duncan, with fancy shot on that as well, or something.
Alrighty. A bit further back. Right, so now I've got to find the sweet spot
What you doing on your garden?
to drop the stuff off. I found it last time, but that's the first time ever.
Oh, sorry.
I've got to turn it on.
Wasn't it? Yeah. I was gonna see if Michael fucking stream his.
That's weird. Why can't I turn it on? Turn on mixer wagon. Have I not connected the PTO or something?
Close that stream, donkey, because I'm gonna hit.
No, I haven't connected the PTO. So
You don't want to see that, Dave.
hold to detach hoses.
It's got the zombies and you don't like the zombies.
It's the PTO there, right? That's the PTO for the machine. How do I connect the PTO? Been so long since I've done this. I love the fact that I have to do it. I just don't know how to do it.
Oh, fuck off.
Manual attach detach. Manual attach, detach, PTO, and connection hoses is Z. So it should connect them. Ah, I see. So Z tap does the PTO, Z hold does the hoses. Okay, cool. Right, lesson learned. Let's just turn it on. And then hopefully... Yes, it's going to work. Hooray! Wonderful. That is a sight for sore eyes. I could not get that to work for ages. Tony had a go, I had a go, Spike had a go, none of us could do it. And then all of a sudden, I tried it the other day, and it worked. I can only assume we were trying to get too close to this point here. But I don't know, I don't know. I don't know what's changed to make that work, but I'm so bloody glad it works. I really am. Right, so 25,000 litres. Is that it? We finished? So yeah, that's why I was surprised when I was pouring the stuff in and it was mixing it up, because it wasn't attached to a PTO, so I don't quite understand how it was mixing the things together, but you know, whatever. I try as best as I can to get realism, but you can't necessarily get it all. Right, Z to detach. Hoses off. That was E, not Q. And then I'm gonna go and pick up the flipping weight. It's a pain in the ass, but I love it at the same time. Right. Hold chill. Right, pallet wool, pallet sugar, wool, grass, boom. Round bale, hay. Round bale silage. So we've got them. I don't think I'm going to be able to put all 6 in. Oh god, I forgot about the weights. It would be fantastic if I could pick up all 6. I don't think that's going to happen. It'd be fantastic if I could squeeze all 6 into the TMR machine. I don't think that's going to happen. Let's try all 6. Pretty sure that won't work. I do believe it disconnected itself. All right, that's been a bit too overzealous. Let's go for 4. Okay. Slight tilt, slight lift. It's going to be a little bit tricky because they're not all connected. But because I think the machine is automatically processing them, even though the TMR isn't connected. There we go. It's taken them. So it should take the 2 bottom ones, and then the 2 top ones should fall down. There we go.
Reload.
There we go.
Reload.
Perfect. It couldn't have gone much better, actually. Now what I could try and do is put the other 2 on top and hope it doesn't screw up the TMR ration ratio. Fingers crossed. Get these off. Oh, I don't know.
Hold on.
No, I don't think that's going to work. Got enough reach on the spikes. So I can squeeze it in there. I think I'm going to cause myself trouble by doing this, but I just, you know, like when your brain and your body says, don't do this, this is a really bad idea, and you just go ahead and do it anyway. Yeah, that's really not working. All right. I tried. I'll put them down. Pick them up in a minute.
Oh, hello.
You alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. I love that. Turn it on. We're going to make sure that's 100% full, and then I'll just have to chuck the rest somewhere else. Don't really know where. It just works now. It's so much trouble with that before. But now it just works super easy. Right. So that's nearly full. 30,000 litres, that's pretty much full now.
Oh, no danger. Fucking short then.
So I can't take any more, so I'll turn that off. And to save myself 1,500 quid and come and get it again, I'll just tip the rest out over here. Gosh.
Not bad.
It's going to be quite a big pile. It's interesting, you can see how it grows. You can see how the game implements pile. It's kind of cool, actually. Alrighty. PTO off. Hoses off. Detach. Let's see if I can do this without the weights on the back. Probably not. One at a time I might be able to. Have a go. They're only little bales, aren't they? Actually, I can do it. Blimey. That does surprise me. Fabulous. Loving that. Absolutely loving that. Do you know what? Adding these mods to this game have totally renewed my love for this game. This... Oh, God, miles off. This now feels so much more like a real farm. Just, you know... That's probably too close. The fact that everything is taking so long and everything is so bloody difficult. It's all part of the fun for me. That's because I'd like to have my own farm. I really would. And this is as close as I'm ever likely to get. Sadly enough. Unless you guys out there in YouTube land suddenly realise how amazing I am as a content creator, which is probably not going to happen. So I'm about as charismatic as a wet blanket, but you know. Stranger things have happened. I mean, not many stranger things, but some stranger things. I wonder if I can... I'm going to do an experiment. So I'm going to leave the PTO and everything attached. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to try and return it.
Probably.
Okay, so it just automatically disconnects it and everything. That's fine. So we've got... This is all the TMR we've got for the rest of the year. It's easily accessible. It's going to take me forever to fill this bloody thing up. So it's probably best if I do a little bit here, there and everywhere. Rather than wait for it to run out completely. We've got 21,000 in the bank. That's enough to pay next month's bank loan. That's the minimum we can have in the bank, I guess, isn't it? 21 grand. If we have any less than that... Not very well lined up now. If we have any less than 21 grand, we're probably not going to be able to pay our debt off. That's basically where we are. Nowhere bloody near it. Come on. So one of the person I'm most interested in hearing from is Stu, because obviously he's only been a PC player for a very short amount of time. He's never seen any of these mods, I don't think. He certainly hasn't ever played with any of these mods. So I really hope he's enjoying the realism and immersion element of it, and he's not overwhelmed by it all. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. This server is a community server, which means, you know, all the decisions have to be mutually acceptable. But, you know, if the guys don't like all these mods on here, I'll be massively disappointed to take them off. But I will also be starting my own farm with all these mods turned on, because this is just phenomenal. It's not the best game in the world, but it's the best farm sim available right now. It's full of bugs and issues and so on and so forth. I should have changed my pallet forks. But yeah, I mean, it's a bloody challenge and it's fun to play. So I'm really enjoying that. We'll have to see how quickly the pigs grow. And does it say, actually? It's a piglet. In order to breed piglets, 0 to 3 months into the fattening pigs, they must be regularly supplied with fresh feed, water and straw. Yeah, got plenty of straw. We're a little bit short on food. I wasn't expecting to have 45 pigs quite so fast. So we may have a problem with food. I've got 14,000 litres. They're doing 67 a day. That's 55,000 a year. So we certainly haven't got enough to feed them for the year. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's a whole new set of skills and things to learn. Got one decent pig there. 527. She's just reproduced. She probably gave us most of these piglets. In fact, I could sell all 3 of those big pigs for 1,500. And that would probably reduce the total TMR rations. But I don't know. In fact, I could sell all those pigs. I could sell all 9 of my pigs. Why are these worth so much less? They're 19 months old and they're 9 months old. I'm guessing that's why. So every month they get a little bit more valuable. So I could sell those 3 and make 1,500 quid. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll keep my eyes on it. It's all going to be a bit of a learning curve because everything's changed so much. Still, we're having lots of fun. And I hope you are too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye for now.